Right. Hello everyone, sorry for the delay stuff, so I'm gonna be rushing things up with the name of the players. We're just gonna start right off the bat. We're gonna have Alacorn against Luca. And good luck to both teams here. And I also have two casters with me, and feel free to present yourselves, guys.
Was it? It's your part.
Yeah, hey boys, big introduction here. Cool to be here, cast the top 8 game between Sensei and BZ. And yeah, we are right into it. I think the game's already on the screen.
That's exactly, hope you guys can see.
Yeah, and we can see Harpies against Thunder Dragons. Let's go.
Alright, classic combo so far with the rest here. And a prismatic. Sheesh.
He's playing around D-Draw now. Is there gonna be a draw sense spell trap? Since a lot of Thunder Dragon played that yesterday.
So this is you're by far ahead.
Oh, I need to
Yes,
do the voice lines on.
No, you just started the game earlier. I think.
Okay. I don't want to spoiler anything, of course. Okay, we gotta see when you're catched up with the game, Disturbia.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna try to accelerate. Oh, okay, turn 4 only. Okay, sounds good, sounds good. But a very close Letha here, and also we get to see Dross and Spell Trap on the side of Alacorn, as for the skill. And since that
he decided to play around D-Draw, chose not to attack with the Steel Swarm Roach, but he had Dross and Spell Trap anyway, so he could have done those additional 1900 if he wanted, but he didn't know.
Yes, indeed. And it always ends up as a good bait, as a skill, so even more when you use Yamayugi as well, because a lot of skills are actually good within Yamayugi in this game. And if you talk about generic skills, is eventually going to go for the Odd Eyes, and I do think it's going to try to destroy the Xyz here, which is the one that makes the most sense here, because otherwise he cannot use cards from the hand, so he has to destroy the Rogue eventually.
Yeah, now the game should be over. He can live and everything. I think there's a Hawk on hand even. Yep. Yeah, even if that is TTH set, he is not winning that. I think you can edit the roster. Sakura is not playing Disturbia, but it's Toby in his place.
Yes, indeed. I was actually doing it because I had Hazy telling me. So no, we fixed this. These are the correct rosters for this one doing, and we good.
Oh, oof, and it indeed TTH makes him have this turn.
Yes.
Also good bonds here.
I mean, he got a good setup. He got a trap. Not like Harpies are gonna OTK him. Like, he's discarding the Egotist target, so he can't like his draw spell is. It's really not looking good.
Yep. But just in case, I'm actually going to check the graveyard, because it still is possible to find Harpy Lady 1 along with the Cyber Harpy Lady, but yeah, we're still eventually going to go for the rest. Now, if he somehow gets the Oracle on the field, And I do think he has the Egotis, if I remember correctly. Then he's going to be in a nice spot because it allows him to, instead of sending back to the hand the Legionnaire, he can banish it, which is going to be more disrupting for Alacorn. But no, doesn't seem
No,
so.
the Egotist is in the graveyard.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense.
And he only plays one since we saw the TTH.
Yes, indeed. Ooh, no delay on the side of Luca. Or maybe he took it off.
Oh. I mean, quite sure there's... or maybe he just knows it's over.
Yes, indeed. Could be that as well.
Even summoning 2 Thunder Dragon Roars. Yeah, so in theory, he could have used the Swallow's Nest to bounce like the Levy and protect Saber Slash, but
Yes, he should have done that.
I don't know why he didn't.
Well, maybe because he doesn't want to give back the Legionnaire, which could then be imposing. Because Legionnaire can destroy a lot of cards on the field, so I guess maybe he wanted to avoid that at all costs. Plus the fact that there was the Thunder Trap that was set, you know that 2 Roar will be back. So eventually there will be more materials again for Alacon to go and use Legionnaire.
No, but it's not like, no, he's not doing anything.
Yeah, now it's over. Because the thing I could see, if he would bounce that and he make that he gets, because he can't attack the Harpist, and if so, he could next to make a Patriarch pop one of the other, and then have a spell card to pop the Hawk back to the hand, and then it would be interesting, but yeah, looks not good. Let's see.
Like, the only win condition was if he went for Utopia right here, but even that is not the case.
Yes, exactly. And was the
Yeah.
Sphere Creeper from behind. Oh. And that actually is going to be game. First point opener, gonna go for Sensei here.
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly, just a knight.
So, the question now, what is the second deck from Luca? Maybe Melodius? Or Thunder Dragon himself? I don't think they're gonna repeat Harpies.
Yeah, for sure they're gonna avoid that. So for the second deck, I think you can be right that we could potentially see a Melodius here. Alright, let's see.
And just as predicted, it is Melodius. Let's go.
Yes, indeed.
Gotta be careful though and see if that counter works out. We saw it in the Pharaohs against Kizuki Reborn Teamwars game yesterday. I think Melodios went like really negative against Thunder Dragon. I think the score in the end was like 2 and 6 or so.
Oof.
So really often the counter didn't work.
Yeah, there's actually quite some ways for Thunder Dragons to deal against the field of a Melodius. But I think if you somehow manage to have many Blunt Diva on the field, like 2 of them can be very disrupting for any Thunder Dragon, I think. No,
Just in the other time, I'm watching the the other top 8 game that's going on right now. They had
Mhm.
exactly that matchup in the first game, Thunder against Melodios, and
Yeah.
Thunder Dragon won. And Meta BR even decided not to repeat Thunder and go for not to repeat Melodios and go Hero over Melodios. So that's really interesting.
For sure.
But looks like Melodios didn't open too great. He's just passing set 2. Alakon's
And
passing as well. We already turned 4 before a single card got played.
Single monster indeed.
And he's passing again in turn 5. Bro, in the MCS yesterday I played against
Another
Melodios.
pass. Oh my god.
Normally 90% of my Melodios opponents just have Ostinato turn 1, and here is nothing happening.
Yeah.
I am surprised.
Now, if Luca yet again doesn't play any card and Alacorn has anything to start off the combos, I do think we know who's going to be taking the points, but we'll see. 7 cards on the side of Alacorn. Does he have any opener? Because Luca doesn't seem to have one so far.
Bro, we're turn 7 and nothing is happening. What the?
This is not usual for sure. Oh my god, and he discards a card. I'm gonna be discarding a Dragon Roar, which indeed cannot really be used, unfortunately.
I mean, normally all the games are over by turn 7 in this meta.
For the meta itself, yeah. Indeed, indeed. Okay, we at least see one thing. So he's gonna go for the solo, use the skill, and yeah, goes for the Mozarta. Eventually gets the Trapina as well on the field. And he's eventually gonna track attack, very sure of himself.
oh my god. Oh boy.
Okay, so Paddling Boss Veil has been revealed, gonna be special summon here. So now Alacorn is gonna have a free draw some spell trap if he wants, unless he wants to get, yeah, he's gonna actually save the skill for later on. It actually depends on the kind of hand you can get, so
Maybe he got all the good cards already, or he doesn't want to draw into the trap.
ooh, yeah, that, or maybe he had like all the spell and trap in hand, therefore he cannot use the skill. That's another possibility we could see.
I mean, if he had the gold sack, he would have used it.
I think
passed.
so. And he's
Bro, we are
passing
turn
too.
10. What is this game?
Shoutouts to Windows 10 for the sounds. Sphere Creep are going to be used as well against the Bazata, so... And nothing again from Luca. Does want to maybe use the Team Buddy, or maybe it doesn't have Team Buddy as well set on the side of Luca. Nothing yet again on the side of Alacorn.
Bro.
Are we in turn 11? No skill has been used, which is a huge surprise.
I really would like to see what is in the hand there.
Me as well. Okay, we have at least one thing done by Alacorn. Finally, we're gonna see Melody. Now he has 2 Dark Monsters already in the grave, and he actually discards for Dragon Duel. Oh! Only draws the Odd Eyes.
So we can assume he opened all the 3 levies.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no
Eventually,
light
yeah.
monster, that's a levy with 3 dark. Can I shuffle a hand back?
Alright, so Levineer going to be in defense eventually. understandable play because you don't want to get attacked by any monster to then receive a score. Now he can still try to set up some XCs if he wants to do that.
Yeah, now he can start playing the game because he can grab a hawk and then he gets a light monster for next turn.
Yeah, he can go for that.
I mean, I don't think it's he can have those plays anymore because the one single TTH and yes, then the Melodious player is gonna start the game, so it's really difficult.
Could be possible.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm actually just wondering if he's going to try to go for Heliopolis at this stage or not.
He needs to. I mean, his hand card is 4, one single score, and the game is over.
Exactly.
And we also know there are like 2 levies in hand and the hawks, so at max 1 hand trap. So that's quite easy to OTK for Luca if he's just not doing anything, and what RaW said, like score is like really, really dangerous.
Okay.
Alright, so I think he chose the XC, so now he's thinking for which position to summon it. I'm gonna go for Heliopolis, puts it into attack. And goes and use the effects.
I think there's a breakthrough skill coming. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. But that's always going to be one of the traps being forced, so...
The question is now, is he gonna commit the second levy right here? I think he has to, or?
He actually cannot go for the second Levianeer. Because in the graveyard there's the Veil, Dragon Dark,
but he got a hawk in hand. He can discard to summon the banished pile Roar. And then he can do second levy. Then he got Roar, Levy, Helio. And that is gonna force out a lot, and there's no TTH.
Exactly.
And I think that is the play.
I mean, he tries to do something, but I think it's over.
Roar and defense. He's not going for the aggressive turn. I'm quite sure that the game is over in turn 12.
Yeah, there was a... He should not summon the Helio in attack. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he got his Virgo Remo.
And now
it's
body.
not gonna be enough. Yeah.
It's body.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, but I agree with RaW. If you want to go for game, you need to summon the RaW and attack and commit a second levy. And if you don't, you summon everything in defense.
Exactly.
So a bit unfortunate, not the best play from Alacorn, and Luca equals the score.
Yes, indeed. So both of the players being 1-1 so far, and only one can remain in the table.
I mean, it's getting interesting 1-1. It's good.
Actually, I almost forgot that I have to... Let me see what I forgot. That. Because both of the players have only one deck remaining. But for sure, to me, it's like either you go and try full destruction or you go for the defensive. So like, I think he had a way on the side of Alacorn to destroy most of the cards on the field and maybe try to...
He had to summon everything in defense because like there was a super team buddy. He would summon Chupina in attack mode. And like you're not crashing into attack mode Chupina if you know there's a score in hand. So.
Yes, exactly. And the other thing is that, you know, the first Levini he has done, he actually decided to use the effect. And you have like 5 cards in the hand of your opponent. Usually it's not that good because you make him discard randomly one of the cards.
Yeah,
so
that is true. Maybe
he could have gone for the
could have saved that effect. So he could use the levy with the light effect later.
Yes. So no Alacorn with Harpy this time. And he's gonna have the first turn.
That's usually good for Melodious. Like right draw, if you're going with Melodius against Harpies, you're pretty happy if you're going second.
Yeah, I mean the deck then the matchup becomes equal. Then everything can happen at that point. Yeah, now even I wish I would be in the spot from the Melodius player, not from the Harpy player. But
I mean, Alakon opened good with Harpies.
Yes, indeed. Classic play.
I mean, you always have like those player. Like I never seen like a Harpy player that went like for a draw. Like it's just about like what you have set over there. That's the big question. Like if he is good, then he has an Oracle next to it, and then a TTH plus Shadows or whatever. Yeah, this is yeah. One, two.
Yeah, so in a good spot with 2 sets here, eventually.
Okay.
Alright, so summoning Sonata.
One single blue Sonata, not looking too dangerous.
Looking pretty melodious otherwise. You know. No, we'll see though. It depends who he's gonna summon, depending on what he has in hand, like either Chopina or Mazarta. But he's gonna go for Mazarta if he has the Soprano, otherwise he's gonna go for Chopina eventually. Alright, he goes for Chopina here.
I mean, he's not gonna win this game with the monsters, they're getting bounced anyway. He's gonna win the game with his back row. Just a question if there's TTH or not. From Luca.
There's that indeed. But if, for example, Aracon decided to bounce the level 7, I do think that would have been not a good play. But it's as you mentioned, it's all about the TTH here.
Or maybe Alakon got TTH himself, we will see. Yeah, Swallow's Nest and bounced Chopina. Oh, is he bouncing Sonata? So Chopina is weaker? No.
Now he's going for the Bricky hand for Luca here.
And I mean, it's a decent play because then Necrofusion is not live. In terms of the big Chopinas in the gray.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, he's gonna get the field spell back end of turn, and next turn he can start popping.
Alright, so far Alacron is going to be in a good spot because eventually he can, let's say, destroy up to 2 or all the back row from Luca. So summoning
Luca needs TTH right here.
There's TTH. Okay.
But it was not a targeted card. Maybe he targeted a super team buddy. That could be also decent for Luca.
Yes, indeed. Question is if Alacron wants to bounce here, and who?
He needs to bounce his channeler.
Yes, indeed, no choice is the best one. And as you mentioned, targeted
and
TCT,
with
but
that super team buddy, it's all it's like changing the field. It's looking good for Luca now.
for
Because
sure.
like we have one dead monster in the hand from Alacorn, we have one back row, and that's legit it. And Luca got a full field. Yeah, that TTH decided the game.
Yeah, because there was no timing as
Now
well
if,
with the set on the side of Alacorn.
yeah, now if Luca got one more monster, it doesn't even matter if Alacorn got TTH, it's game anyway. But there's no normal summon, and it's Chalice, that doesn't matter. This is game. Oh, it's not game, it's 39!
Yet.
Now is the question if there's a monster in hand, because we know there's a super team buddy live.
Oh yeah, I mean he
Oh,
kills someone Spore,
and
right?
there.
He's gonna attack with
Yep.
Spore.
Yes.
Score is 200 if he has it. Yep, and there is the score. Score for lethal, well played from Luca. And the first player from Sensei is out.
Yes, indeed. So 2 for BZ so far, 1 for Sensei. Luca is gonna remain on the table, and Alacorn is gonna have to be out for the moment.
Okay, Harpies did not work. Now is the question, what are you sending in to counter Melodios?
Yep.
Any Ritual Beast draw, or what do you think?
I mean, you see, Happy didn't done it, so probably Retro Beast.
Or maybe use Anju even?
I mean, it's let's see what I can bring. Maybe they are tested their own spies. We will see.
I'm gonna say the same thing as RaW. I think we're gonna see, because the thing I find it hard with the kind of meta we have is that a lot of matchups are like so close to like a 50-50 ratio. So you don't have like a legit answer to say this deck forcefully counters that kind of deck. So yeah, against Melodius, your Sentry is not a bad pick. I think Harpy still remains a good pick overall. And I think that's it.
And now even more important, who is the next player? Are you gonna send your leader, your boss Garth in? Or is somebody else coming? I think it's a bit too early to send Garth.
I don't know, I think like sometimes sending the boss monsters early it's not an issue, because you know whenever you prepare a lineup, the best to do is consider that everyone is a boss, you know. Because otherwise you get some surprises and you get to see maybe a player that actually ends up doing streaks and also.
Yeah, maybe when he comes, he can bring the lead, and if he does his job, then would be really good.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, both lineups are actually really nice to see. Good players.
Yeah, a lot of good players. We have on the side of BZ, we have Kizara, who is the defending world champion in the KCGT. We have Doctor, who played Teamos for such a long time, with I think around 100 wins and several gold icons. There's Gao, who played the last KCGT in 2020 and got top 4. There are several gold icons online. They're really two high-stacked Asian teams, so...
Alright, next player is actually going to be Ash.
San Ash, let's go. I can check what he played last week. Last week Ash was not on the lineup, and he did not play.
Yep.
Then it's interesting. It's
Alright.
Harpies.
Yeah, definitely Harpy. A fair choice for sure.
Oh, and Harpies goes first. Ay.
Ooh, Harpy's going first again. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah. Wait. Was there MST delay?
Yeah, I think so. It's a bit hard to see as a spectator, but I also saw a slight delay.
That's a MS. Oi, that's a freak.
Oh, no monster, no channeler, turn 1. Ash is just starting with some back row.
Okay.
Insta MST on the middle.
He hit the MST. Yeah, that was I know. Like I was like, what the fuck? There's the MST from him. Okay, let's see.
But like his MST is probably the worst card you can hit, or?
I
Since
mean,
there's
depending
back
how
row,
much he plays on that.
but like there's enough back row hate anyway with the field spell in case there are some monster at some point from Ash.
Also, it's possible that if Ash has not summoned any monster, he wanted to keep the field spell to then be able to go on the straight back row. And I mean, also the fact that there were 3 set cards, he cannot really go for a lot of combos. And he's going to go for a very fast Book of Moon here, which is going to block Luca to use the skill and actually summon another Melodious Mozarta or Chopina. Alright, so does Ash have a monster? Yes, he does have one.
TTH.
Well, he actually can dodge still if he has the Swallow's Nest, but there's none.
That's a rough. That's so rough.
That's actually very bad because now we know the cards that he has eventually. He didn't draw anything with the Perfumer, so that's going to be lethal, I think. Yikes.
That tells us which cards is set and which card is on the hand. So, yeah, it's Egotist and
The rest.
the draw card, the rest, and the hand.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was a fast
really
game.
was.
In one of the games, we have Melodios and Thunder Dragon passing for 10 turns, and in the other game, you're just getting sacked in 1 minute.
Team Wars at its finest.
So, 3-1 for BZ, and the question, is there gonna be the first repeat? Or maybe they say, fuck it, Harpies didn't work twice, maybe we are going into a Melodious mirror now.
Yep.
See, maybe they should broader it. Should we still that's now?
Yeah, maybe they don't have Grushes with Ritual Beast.
I mean, it's actually tough. It's actually really tough because the thing, like, if you go second with Harpies, of course you will win this. But if you go first,
It's hard. Especially since Luca is opening very well with Melodious.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, I think it really depends on like the decks that they decided to send to Ash. So like this repeat is going to be pretty important because Harpy still remains like a nice deck overall, but that hand was not good for Ash at all. And they're actually going to go for a repeat here. So first repeat on the side of Sensei. They're going to be playing Harpy again.
I mean, it's good in that way, like they're sticking to the plan. They're not doing anything crazy. They have a counter, and they're testing the counter worked. Now they got a bit unlucky, but they're not going away from their plan.
Yeah.
So I can therefore respect that.
Right, now this is gonna change because Luca has the first turn actually.
No.
yeah, now it changes.
Alright, so far so good on the side of Luca. First movement, getting the Soprano on the field, gonna use the skill to retrieve back the Soprano with Chopina. Alright, he's thinking through stuff, yeah. Going for the fusion here. I think he's gonna go for Schuberta. Yes, indeed. Going for Schuberta because he knows he's playing against a Harpy. And thanks to Schuberta, he can actually block the effect of Cyber Slash Harpy. In case there's a spell trap that is chaining.
Very interesting, he decided not to set anything. Harpy something ground is dead. And now Ash really needs to think what he is gonna commit.
Yes. All just to prevent for the Cyber Slash Harpy to have a free effect.
And in the chat we see Necro Valley is the answer. I don't know about that. But in the MCS yesterday we had a Harpy player who made it to the top 8 who played a copy of Necro Valley in the main deck, since there was no set
In
for
the
mod.
main deck. We always have
Yeah,
some
well,
crazy plays sometimes to even put that in the main deck, but yeah, for sure
Like,
Necro Valley does work with Harpy.
I played him in the Swiss rounds and he opened the Necro Valley against my magnets and I was like, what the fuck is that?
But yeah, eventually, globally, Necro Valley is still a good card against a lot. Oof. Book of Moon on the Schuberta. Depending on the hand that Ash gets, it is still possible we could see lethal from him. There's a way for that, but it's, you know, a low percentage to get the opener. So he's gonna have at least the Channeler on the field. I discards a Perfumer, summons another Perfumer. Oh, that's a very good opening. So going for the Agadis right now. Interesting. He keeps the Channeler. Okay. It's possible that either he has the Oracle already in hand, or that he's confident he will eventually get the Oracle in hand by the effect of the rest. It's possible.
No.
So he's gonna go for the bounce, bounces back the fusion.
Now it's interesting.
You think there's a score in hand?
I mean, it probably is, because if you don't set what's supposed probably to be over there.
I mean,
It's a
there's
bit
a
high.
chance there is a back row in hand and he doesn't want to combat into the hunting ground, but yeah. Ash is afraid, he's not attacking into Supina. Really good for Luca.
Going for a fast Solo's Nest here. Gonna bounce the level 7 here, eventually.
I missed you.
And there are both back rows done.
Yes, indeed. But that eventually is still gonna be a good bounce for Ash, because the level 7 is now in hand of Luca. So, like, the best thing for Luca will be to eventually have one of the spell cards. No, but he's gonna have a solo on the field.
Yeah, and Solo being able to float. Pretty good.
He's gonna go for Mazarta here, and I think eventually destroy the level 8, yes indeed. Going for beats down here. So now we'll have to see what the set card of Luca is, because it could be, for example, a TTH again. Or it's maybe an MST. We'll see.
Okay.
And that was actually an MST. And I think that's lethal. 3100 damage.
Yep, that's game on board. Finally, Luca and his Melodios are getting taken down.
Right. So second point for Sensei. Luca is going to be out. But he did have a good start, 3-2. Always a good start. And we'll see who's going to be the next player on the side of BZ. So here at that point, they do know that it is going to be Harpy. And we'll see what deck they decide to send, actually.
Now I could actually see Gauf coming in with Thunder Dragon as a possible Harpy.
Yeah. I mean, Ashes from Sensei. So... Oh, you meant 1000.
Oh no, yeah, sorry. I'm still sleeping. I
It's
got
so
confused.
good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
It's
I
fine,
thought
Drizzels, it's
it's
fine.
on Sensei's turn to counter, but it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the turn of BZ. But yeah, Thunder Dragon is still gonna be a good pick against Harpy for sure. The hero
Somebody
can be as well.
Ew.
All I'm still seeing are like magnets in front of my brain. Magnets left, magnets right.
The
Yeah,
magnets.
the hero, please not. The hero is. If you commit suicide, then you play that deck. The hero. I don't know.
We'll see though. But I don't know, like for me, whenever you like have Harpy, Melodious, and the hero, because for me I think they're like the most important decks within the meta so far. There's like so many moments where it's 50-50 between these three decks. So like picking the hero is not like the worst, because it still can defeat Harpy, but yeah, can be
Nah, but on
avoided
the
in
other
general.
thing,
Can be used
on
like
the
for
other
boss
thing,
situation.
I would not say that the hero got like a 50-50 matchup there. I think that deck is really, really bad. I think you rather have the problem that among the three meta decks in Teamos format, like Melodios, Harpies, and Thunder Dragon, you don't have a single good matchup with heroes.
Yeah. Alright, so they're gonna send in Kisara.
How it will be yet? See what he's gonna play.
So Yami-Yugi. Probably Thunder Dragon.
Or maybe Lunalight. We saw yesterday Dish from Pharaohs going, what, 4-0 with Lunalight?
Yeah, could be possible actually, yeah. 20
And it
cards
is
as well.
20 cards. That looks like Lunalight.
I mean, can be Gaia as well. So
yeah,
everything
but
will be.
I'm not sure if BZ is planning with Gaia as RP counter.
Oh, we're sending 2 cards on the side of Ash. And that's in fact Lena Light.
Oh my god.
Bird Martin, let's go. That's the good combo.
Yep.
That might be game right here if we got the certain combination of cards. He only needs one more monster and the butterfly in hand, and then it's a fat 4K Saber Dancer.
And there's the tank as well.
And that looks like that he's gonna search the butterfly now.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he's searching the fox. Okay.
Yep.
Maybe he already got the butterfly in hand.
Yeah, that possible.
Lunar Light Fusion goes 1, 2, 3. I feel free. Discarding that fox he searched. Now's the question, are we gonna see a discard butterfly? No butterfly. Only going for 35. I really expected the game to be over this turn.
Yeah,
But Ash is living, but living barely at a cost of 500 life points.
This is gonna be very tough because like Ash is at some point going to be forced to go for the Thunder Spark Dragon. We're starting off with the Perfumer here, okay.
But unless there's a Swallow's Nest into Channeler, Perfumer is normally not the best opener.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
And something we discussed last night in the voice chat while watching Pharaohs and the streak from Dish, a lot of Harpies are dropping Hysteric Party, and Party was usually one of the reasons why Lunar Light struggle, because even if they clear the board once, they just gonna get Thunderspark into Party for a comeback. But due to all the MSTs, like the Harpy dropped Hysteric Party, and now Lunar Light might be even a really good counter.
Yeah, exactly.
But that not fixes the problem from Lunar Light, because the Lunar Light problem is to having those hands what Kisara have.
Yeah, of course, but the problem is still the inconsistency. But just like speaking in terms of like if you get to play the game with Lunar Light, it's more likely you win now because Harpies are not that prepared anymore. Yeah, there's the second Lunar Light Fusion. That most likely means the second Saber Dancer, and then it's goodbye.
Yes, indeed. Honestly, Harpy with Vortex, especially on the 20 cards, you don't see it. Like maybe 30 card eventually, but like you're not gonna have, let's say, you don't really put Vortex unless it's a 30 card deck, and maybe you thought that you get countered by Lunar Light. In a 20 card build, it's just not possible to really put that card in, because otherwise, like, it's inconsistent. Not GG yet. The Book of Moon is gonna put in defense the Perfumer, but is this going to be enough actually? I think not, yeah. Not going to be enough. And Kisara is going to be taking the points, so 4-2 we are so far. And Ash is gonna have to be out. So we'll see who's the next player on the South Sensei in some time.
And I think Kisara broke a really important curse here. Like, as we said, he's the KCGT champion. He won the KC Cup in China Duel Links. He's a great player. But I think every time he plays Team Wars, he went like 0-2 so far. And now in a really important game, he is definitely not going negative, or at least not -2. So
Yeah. Sometimes stuff happens though. But that's nice for him then. Mellow coming up. Yeah, melodies can come up. You also have Thunder Dragons if you want against Lunalight. And I think
usually there are multiple good counters to Lunalight.
Yeah, so I do think Sensei does have the arsenal to send a deck that is going to counter Lunalight. But yeah, like about harpies that use Vortex.
No, I haven't
feather
seen
skill,
Vortex in a long time in Harpies. Not even the 30-card Harpies where you have like battle discard material. Not
Yeah.
even 30-card Harpies are playing that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. They don't play it anymore. They're like, well, I guess you can see maybe Raigeki Break, but it's generally going to be Karma Cut. Maybe Hollow Life Barrier. But anyways, I stop talking. We're gonna have Gaov that joined the table.
And right here I expect the Thunder Dragons.
Yep. No. It's
that might be even better, RaW. Yes, RaW. Are you ready for Trial Match 2.0? I don't know if you saw that yesterday.
Guess I'm passing your turn.
Triumph was my top 4 opponent in the MCS where I lost to.
Yes, Kurosuke.
That was actually crazy to see a Triumph that far in the MCS, and now we have Triumph here as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, if you got a combination of like a monster, Fortress King Golem, it's already game.
Yeah, exactly. Either that, or if you have a band hand, there are like some stupid way you can do. But like it depends. You have like on the field spell, you put Cruiser, King Golem, and then King Golem again to have the special summon of Sphinx. Otherwise, it's like if you have a Sphinx already in hand and you have like 2 King Golems, it's still gonna do the work because Sphinx is gonna have 4000 attack, which is gonna be enough to deal damage to Kisara. Alright. Yeah, still going for the fear attack. So he doesn't have an OTK opener, but he's still gonna be in a nice spot so far. But it depends if he has some monsters in hand. No, Kisara is just going to be sending a card. Dents are going to be switching the field spell. And puts the cruiser. Now if he has a monster in hand, that's going to be good for Gaov. Because he can yet again use an effect here.
That is over.
I think that's going to be over, yes indeed. Just need to
search
any monster.
For any master or hunter and it's over.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. That's Tremets. Let's go.
No, for sure I was not expecting to see a Triamid, especially with such kind of meta. But that actually puts a smile to my face. Well, that was a sphere creeper being said. And eventually that's going to be lethal for Gaov, taking a point for his team again. So 4-3 we are.
Now the question is, Kisara having a good second deck in the back that is able to deal with Triamid? It gotta be Harpies.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of the other decks like Melodios and Thunder Dragon, they struggle. Oh boy, they really struggle against Triamid.
I think not. Like with Melodius, I'd say yes, but against Thunder Dragon, it does depend on the opening hand a lot, especially with the HAG version. With balance, you're more sure to win against Thunder Dragon for sure, eventually.
Yeah. And this looks like Thunder Dragon. Or maybe it's Gaia. Can also be Gaia. For Yuzenju, it's 20 cards again. So now I'm really surprised. That might be Yuzenju.
Ritual Beast?
Maybe they It is Ritual Beast Kisara, the Ritual Beast expert. Oh boy. And he got the
will
combo.
be a long match we get to see,
Well,
depending on
now
how
you
Delph
see.
plays this.
I told you, Ritual Beast is gonna be brought. So
Oh my god.
That's gonna be
Bro,
fun for
I'm
sure.
still having nightmares from playing Cyber Dragon against Ritual Beast, and now here's AR back again. But usually Triamid also have a good Ritual Beast matchup, or?
Yeah, it does, definitively.
Like Winda is not doing anything against King Golem.
Yeah, there's that, but also the fact that the way Ritual Beast is built, which you know it's with Destiny Draw eventually, and that they don't really have a lot of spell trap being said, you know, like they're more based on the effect of the monsters. That generally is enough for Trami to resist, be able to go for a long game, and actually be the winner as well. That way. So here summoning 2 Hunter, but didn't summon any field spell yet. He is going to be keeping the HHG on the field. If he has no field spell, that's actually going to be bad for Gov. And he's gonna try to make an exceed. Okay. Actually, fair enough. Very fair enough what he's doing. I was thinking if he's gonna instead set and take the time, but he's instead doing Corbage, which still, what's going to be good is that he forces the Petafin, the Alter Petafin, to go back in the extra deck. So the 2 monsters that are going to be summoned, of course, one of them is going to be Winter. So all he wants to do is attack the one that is not Winter.
No, that's fair. It looks like he didn't open any field spell, or not enough field spells, so he did that turn, but like...
Yeah, no field spell for sure. Which is bad for Trimid.
Yeah, it's a question if you really want to give up. Like, in case he had a field spell, I don't think you want to give up your 2 monsters.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will see. Maybe there's like Pulse TTH now, and then he is a bit safer.
We'll
Set
see.
1. Yeah, maybe he really bricked on normal summon monsters.
So yeah, that's the fun point about Trimid is like, oh my god, and Elder.
Oh boy.
Oof. Well,
Oh my god.
we're speaking fast, but it still depends because either Kisara tries to summon again.
yes, he will add
or
Dilara.
not.
He can add Dilara and then have the normal summon. So
Yes.
I don't even think TTH or Pulse are gonna do a lot here, right?
it do.
TTH does, but Pulse not, though. I don't think 1 interruption is enough.
I don't know. I think you could
Like, if he
still
gets-
force either the Pulse or the TTH on the LT kind of hog because that card just allows you, you know, a lot of draws. And if you force it right now, there's not like many monsters that have been banished. If I check the monster being banished, we have Kanahog, Elder, and Winda. So if you do that, he's gonna have to special summon 2 of them.
No, but
And-
he can't TTH right here. That's not
Actually,
good.
no, that's
He
gonna
need-
be worse. Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah,
worse.
he
soon,
needs
so-
he needs to TTH once there are 3 monsters on the field, and he needs to TTH 2 non-Winda monsters.
Yeah, that's the ideal thing. So if I actually corrected myself, there's also one factor, which is the Kanahog being banished. Just because of that, that will still allow Kisara, after dodging the TTH to go banish another card and eventually summon another fusion later on. Potentially having lethal as well.
Oh, okay.
Raw, do you want to know what's happening in the other team was match?
What's happened in the other one?
SCM was 2-0 up, and now Ramon R with Gaia, he's 4-0.
Yeah.
Grim Joe
Ramon.
just went 0-2. Ramon R for Meta BR with Gaia. Nobody knows why, but it's working. I think
It's finished.
Bohemian is having a blast. Okay,
I think
ulti
Gaia's
Kangaroo,
like one of the
check
stupidest
out.
decks, but it's always working. It's like a deck that you may think it doesn't get a lot of consistency, but eventually Gaia sometimes, it works because it's Gaia. No, good field for Kisara though, getting the Apelio and the win though.
Yeah. So the problem is, if you have TTH, you kinda want a TTH here, but the other problem is there's return, there's Winda. If you TTH here,
no.
it's not doing a lot.
I think that
Yeah.
eventually is going to be lethal, we'll see.
Kizawa is playing
will be a plus on the side of
very
Gal.
well. He's taking quite some time though to sync for his actions, so timer might be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, for
But
sure. But if it's because the set card is actually a pulse, or actually Colby, no, it's not. I don't think we've seen TTH yet from Go, so I could say maybe you could still see Findy Shane or Breakthrough Skill, which can be played in a Trimid deck. But I think eventually he's playing a TTH. So only traps we could see are Trimid Pulse and TTH, and here we're gonna be seeing a Trimid Pulse, which is not enough because it only targets one monster.
He is smart, he pops the monster. Yeah, he is doing that. Yes.
Yeah, you never pop back row against it. Yeah, and now he's going for lethal, and all he can destroy is kinda the Ultikana with the possible dredge. Oh boy.
Can he? I'm wondering if he cannot target the ulti Apelio actually. Just wondering.
No, he can target it. It's not like a tech declaration yet. But Ulti Apelio can tech out as far as I know. There's at least a window in the bench pile.
No, he's indeed targeting it, because what I was thinking that he doesn't have a way to actually use the effect of that ulti Apelio to special summon two monsters back. So that is actually going to be a very good Trimid Pulse.
Yeah, but he searched to return to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
No, but he.
You think there was lethal for Kizawa?
No. There was no. He couldn't take out any. There was no take out. There was nothing.
Yeah, I don't think he could have been able to.
But now, to be honest, Garov is playing the game.
Yeah, for sure.
You have a field spell, you have two monsters, you have pulse, now you're happy. You're really happy with yourself. I thought this game is already over.
It makes for Kisara really difficult to play, because the time thing, what you want and stuff, it will reduce his timer. Reduce really his time.
Although it's not going to be easy for Galv though, because he's going to have to play between a lot of cards and effects. Although Kisara can only summon one Pedal Fiend to bounce back one of the cards.
I agree, but the thing is, the part from based on thinking is on Kisara. It's not. He just defending now. Gauv just defending. He's doing that what the opponent is doing. So yeah, if he bounce, yeah. Wait. What is...
I think he's gonna pop the Pedal Fin before a bounce is happening.
Oh, that was.
I'm not sure about
that. That was not. That was not. I would. Yeah.
The thing is, the opponent didn't summon yet.
Yes.
As well. So like indeed, it's good to destroy Pedal Fin, but.
The Pedal Fin.
Oh, and there's the Lara. Oh.
Yeah. Because I'm not sure. Let me see. Because the thing is that the previous turn there was the Ultikana Hog that drew for Lara.
No, the thing is, like with Pedalfin, he had only one target. He can only pop one card, and the card that he can only bounce back to hand is the trap card. Other cards doesn't do shit because he can do the Trimid kingdom and can even special summon if he bounce the monster.
Exactly.
So the only target is the trap here. But
Yeah, and I think he could have waited for the discard bounce, right?
now he can.
Mm. He could have
No, he
waited.
can. I mean, he could not wait because then he don't have like the pop from the pulse. But I would not do the interaction.
Well,
What
the
he
thing
did.
is that you can still avoid focusing too much on the pulse. Like you instead just play with the feel spell, and that will be a question on how you can somehow force the opponent to, let's say, for some reason target the monster. But yeah,
Yeah, and
And
single
now,
now,
yeah,
possibility.
now
now the
it's
game
over.
is over.
And yeah, that's definitely over. Because now Tramid
Like
starts dominating with the King Golems as well.
yeah, he can pop. He does 500 over Apelio. No, Apelio can still boost, right? Yeah,
Yep.
it's not games. It's not games' turn. But it's not looking great. He's losing the whole field. No. I think Garth played that really well, or?
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, he has not easy part to do so, but the hard part is really on Kisara. All the time, it's hard for him.
There's
Yeah.
Eldar. Now he's just gonna pop the Eldar and it's game over. And that means Sensei is gonna equal the score for a 4-4.
Yes, indeed. Very clutch comeback here. By just
Going
getting one field spell.
2-0 with Triamid. Garth really showing that he is the key player of his team. That's a really, really close war.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, pretty crazy to be bringing Triamid for sure. Because now that came in clutch, and I do think eventually they're going to attire any Harpy eventually. But at least
Yeah,
they
but
are
the
like
other
forcing
thing
one
is
of the
he got-
Harpies.
Yeah, and he still got the second deck in his back. Like, even if he loses to Harpies, now I'm sure there's like a Thunder Dragon in the back. So, like, Garth is not done yet.
Exactly. Actually, true, Crab. It's very funny to see Trimade versus RB. It's not like one of the matchups we get to see often nowadays. But yeah, for sure.
No, it's not about that he actually had the choice, like, because the people say why they send Rituals, then he just has no other option to do so because it was a second deck, he can't repeat, so
Yeah.
just for the players like King Krabbe and Saifedin.
Yeah, I actually forgot to specify that was the second deck, so my bad, Crab.
Yeah.
That's just because Disturbia to dump is having OBS Studio in front, but instead he watches the phone. So here you have it. What can I say? No.
Oh, and now the question is, what are BZ gonna send in? Having Doctor, Toby, and 1000 left.
They're gonna be sending Toby.
Yeah, that looks like Harpies for sure.
Yep. And it should be. Or even Gaia is fine as well. Those are like the two best decks to send against Charmid, but I do think that's eventually gonna be Harpy. Makes 100% sense.
Yeah.
And first one is actually gonna go for Toby, which is the worst in general for Charmid unless there's a certain opener. Alright, so currently classic opener on the side of Toby, who also drew for the rest.
Can't complain there. If you got like 1 or 2 tech cards, it can be already over.
Yeah.
I think he has a swallow's nest, Toby. That's why he thought for a little bit.
And I mean, especially with MST in the meta now, Harpy's playing like up 2 copies of MST. It's getting even harder for Triamid.
That is true. Just MST is like already disrupting for Triamid. Alright, 2 set cards on the side of Toby.
Let's see. It's one of them. Later on Swallow's Nest, I think.
Alright, so for now there's the cruiser that has been done, summoning the hunter as well.
The thing is right now if he should use the effect or not to draw a card, discard a card, because that makes the slash alive.
Exactly. If he uses cruiser, that's gonna allow slash to bounce the monster. No, it still could be interesting if he decides to, let's say,
Okay.
want to get some more back rub. He's not gonna go for that. He's just gonna try to summon 2 monsters. So hunter and the dancer on the field.
Yeah, I think the first card set there is Swallow's Nest.
But wouldn't you bounce then the hunter on summon?
Maybe the other card is good. Maybe the other card is good.
I mean, if the other card is like Book of Moon or so, then it doesn't matter really.
Yeah, even a TTH is going to hurt so much, Gal.
Oh. But it's a bit harder for Toby to OTK through 5k life next turn.
I think so. No cards so far used on sort of Toby though.
I mean, usually he can wait till land phase.
Yeah. That as well.
TTH. Yeah. This card is good.
Also good time for the TTH before Fortress activates.
Yeah, before the swings is coming to the hand.
So drawing for Hunter and setting the card. Alright, so we know that there's no field spell. I mean, the field spell is in the graveyard of Toby. So Toby is mainly going to try to maybe summon monsters. I guess the Janitor on the field.
Now Gauf needs a TTH himself.
And that will definitively be the best card for him. Because if it's a pulse, it's not going to be enough.
And now let's see if I was right with my theory that the set card is last.
Ooh, so TTH coming in.
Okay.
And now we are in a kind of simplified game state, and like of course Harpies are getting a lot of cards now, but it's not over.
No, it's looking bad for Gazelle.
Yeah, obviously because he got the double search now.
Actually, I just realized he set the field spell in face down position. So now, of course, with Fortress is going to be able to get back one of the cards. And we know he has Hunter in hand.
Yes. Fantastic.
And now if you have a Book of Moon, you should put it right here, and that's not Book of Moon.
No, I think it swallows. I think the set is swallows nest.
No, but that's not looking too hot then for Toby.
But still, he has the. If this is swallow's nest, then it's good for Toby. Yes, that's why he make that play.
Organic Guardian, let's go! That's a nice play. Being able to interrupt the channeler or the perfumer, but yeah.
He gave up on the field spell.
No.
So
Yeah, that's and like that's the other problem. Organic Guardian needs to reduce to negate, and if there's a Swallow's Nest, you should.
Yes.
I think that's going to be problematic because we still could see some Swallow's Nest on the side of Toby, and if that's the case, it's going to hurt a lot actually. But yeah, I can understand why he went for that. There's the fact that there was an Oracle on the past turn, so eventually there was the field spell drawn back. Getting the synchro in.
Yeah,
Oracle
now it's
summons.
now it's the Oracle. Wait, he timed out?
I
one.
do not
See, he
know.
timed Oh no, I think that's
Oh my.
100% that timeout. Oh my god, I have to watch the replay.
Oh,
Sounds
I
good.
that is
I have to watch. I will tell you in a second.
Yeah, thank you very
Timing
much,
out
Raw.
was healthy.
Yeah, I will tell you this as I'm interested into.
Has been a long time that I have not seen Trimid win without King Golem against a Harpy, but this is something. But we'll see. Raw is gonna confirm us if it was due to timeout.
What turn was that timeout?
I will tell you in a second.
I believe it was turn 5 or 6. So, just for the moment, I'm actually going to update the score, of course, so you guys can keep in touch with it. So that's going to be 4-5, and point that went for Golf. So we could see a repeat on the side of BZ, and I think they're eventually going to go for that. Yeah, 100%, no question, no debate. They're indeed going to go for the repeat of Harpy.
And you really have to realize Triamid are 3-0 again. Triamid are 3-0. I can't believe it.
I think what I mainly don't believe is that every time I play Trimate, when I see Harpy, there's almost no way you can win. Almost no way. Like,
Yeah, it's a time limit.
Yeah,
It's
bro,
time
he,
limit.
yeah,
bro,
time
he
limit.
Yeah.
timed out turn 5. The pressure is so high here. Oh boy.
That was really rough because this turn it was game from Toby. Toby
Yeah.
had game, but yeah,
I
that's
do
rough.
think the same.
Yeah, I mean the set card. I need to ask later on Sakura if he can confirm it was Swallow's Nest.
Sounds good. Detective RaW, trying to get the information from both teams. It's like Detective Conan. Alright, so we're up with the next game. Will the Harpy work this time? Ooh,
But
I
yeah,
think yes.
Sensei really doing a crazy comeback with Triamid. And in the other game, I can just tell you, Ramon R from Meta BR is 6-1. He is
Oh
destroying
my.
Supreme European Monarchs on his own.
6-0 with Gaia then.
No, he went, I think, 4-0 with Gaia or 4-1, and now he's 2-0 with Harpies.
Jesus. But yeah, these are like 2 days that can streak a lot, especially in this kind of format. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my god, Master Pass. That's, yeah.
That's a sign
This-
of give up. There's nothing else to say. Goodbye, Tramid.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna miss you.
Now
I'm gonna
is
maybe miss
finally
you.
losing the Triamid.
Yeah, and there is a delay, so that's probably again Swallow's
Oh my
Nest.
God.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but doesn't even matter.
So it's gonna be yet again close because now both teams are in 5-5. Galv, who has to go for the second deck as well.
Yeah, but I really expect Thunder Dragon now from Golf.
Yeah.
That's what makes sense when you make the par with Triamid 100%. Oh, really? Okay, so my turn said that he had actually 3 masters in hand.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's hard.
The holy triple.
I mean,
That's
he
nice.
did more than his job with the Trimid, so
Yeah, three
Sure.
wins with Triamid are crazy good.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
complain
very
at all.
good. Especially when you send it as well, like on the first half of a war, it's gonna be even more crazy because usually you get to see Tramid more or less in the end of a war, I'd say. But they still went for it. They still sent Trimid, which is pretty insane
Oh,
for them
but
to make
by the
such
way,
goal.
some more information. Sakura just said on our Discord that Toby did in timeout. He disconnected.
no. But for me, it says timeout.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but maybe
Okay.
it says timeout and he's still disconnected. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To make it simple, Konami is so stupid. Whenever you have a mistake, they do send a random sentence in the end. So like, sometimes when you get to see this connection, it is timeout, and sometimes the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, it was just rough because it would explain DDC as well as the timeout because in this game state it was unfortunate. He had game in this turn and yeah, it's rough.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the other thing is like, and I think that's why I think Sakura is correct. The game was not that long, and Toby was not thinking that much. I don't think a timeout was realistic.
Yeah. Same opinion as Drizzles. And I,
I mean,
think that's gonna
that's
be a mirror match. So Harpy versus Harpy.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be similar to a Beyblade duel. Because I think Harpy can be summed up as a Beyblade kind of thing. Because the deck goes fast and all. And whoever has like the strongest hand wins. Although I'm seeing Swallow's Nest on the side of Toby, which is not something you like to do for the first turn, but he still gets a Channeler, gets to discard the Harpies, which is always going to be nice for Toby to then get another Harpy behind, and also gets the Oracle. So I do think eventually he has rest, and if that's the case, he's going to be in a nice spot. Fair hand on the side of Toby. 1 Cyber Slash 2 back row.
RP Channeler. No MST up front, no Book of Moon. So he's really waiting on Toby to do something. Maybe there's a Swallow's Nest. Those games are, to be honest, kinda interesting, because there's a lot about the micro interactions. Where do you fire what quick blow?
Yes, indeed.
There's the Egotist. And now he got the option to go Patriarch. Now Toby needs to deal with 2 monsters if he wants to prevent the Patriarch.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea you have, indeed.
Golf knows for sure what he's doing. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
And Treacherous Trap Hole is probably the best card you can fire off here.
Yeah. So that's gonna make a lot of destruction.
Pop 1, pop 2, bounce 1. But there is Swallow's Nest. Most likely going for Oracle or for Harvest. What do you think, RaW? Oracle or Harvest?
Yeah, it depends on.
I think he's gonna put Oracle now. I don't think he
Put
has
the
done Oracle yet. But he
No,
does
there's
go
the
for
Harvest.
that.
Harvest set 2. Maybe Garth got his own TTH now. Gonna get interesting. Yeah,
True,
but
true.
Toby got the hunting ground. Is that? Did he add? Yeah, he re-added the hunting ground.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, and the other card was an Egotist. Oh. And now we need to see TTH from Zangarth, and Toby even got 3 cards in the hand, so yeah, he might win here.
MST.
He decided not to bounce the Harvest, interesting. I mean, he still got the normal summon, maybe he can make his own Patriarch, but yeah, he can't really play around the GTH from Garth. So in case Garth got GTH, Toby is in some problems.
TTH. Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, and there it is.
And he's gonna bounce the Harpies as well.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if Garth got a good follow-up now. He really used a lot of resources.
He does have still the hard piece in worst case scenario if you wanted to destroy the Perfumer, but he's gonna go instead for the Perfumer, searching for the rest and
Draw
getting the
one.
draws done. And not even trying to go for beatdown here. He does not want to have his monster destroyed, nor Toby's monster. And the Channeler being able to use its effect. Oof.
Yeah, that is rough now.
And now Patriarch is like really dangerous.
Yes, indeed.
And there it is. Yeah. Looks like Toby can use his repeat in a very good way, turn it around again, and gonna push Garth out.
There's delay actually. No. Maybe that was on the side of Toby. And that is going to be a point for him. So 6 points for BZ so far, 5 for Sensei. Galva's gonna be out. And so the Harpy, which was repeated, remains.
Yeah, and that's the strength of Harpy. Even if Harpy is not working at some point with earlier against Melodios, it's maybe one of the decks that can streak the most here.
For sure.
If you just send enough Harpies, one of those will streak eventually. And I think BZ is in a good position because one of their best players with Doctor is still in the back.
Yes, indeed.
And Sensei they really need to push now. Oh my god. Sakura just wrote that Toby said he almost DC'd again in the game where he won.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So there's another opponent next to Sensei, and that is Toby's internet.
Man. If only internet was fair for everyone.
Definitely not what you want to see in the top 8 of Team Wars.
Yeah. So since they're taking quite the thinking, doesn't seem that they have maybe a lot more TD, or maybe they're thinking which TD to send.
No. Or maybe they're out of TDs already and now we're gonna see a mirror match again.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna have my turn in the table, and let me just jump in the next duel. And I think that's mirror match.
Yes.
So Drizzles
There.
with the call.
Yeah. In the last week, my turn played a pair of Heartpiece and Destiny Heroes, so might be a fair call why he's going in with that. 20 cards, both sides. Toby going first. And yes, the channeler again. Oh boy. And in the other game of Meta BR against SEM, Ramon R finally is out, but he went with a score of 6-2.
Yeah, that's an insane star. Because Sam is gonna be for sure pressured.
Yeah.
And also, hello, Soleil.
Hello.
Is this it? Book of
So going for the Patriarch setup here, eventually.
what is the set? Go. Is he setting?
And that's gonna be a big movement on the Patriarch. And there's no delay, I think, on the side of Toby. So my turn is so far able to do the plays. Alright, so I guess my turn is thinking which card to draw. So he doesn't have both of the spells. Either he goes for the Egotist or he goes for the rest. He is gonna go for the Egotist.
Just feel like the set cut from Toby is MST.
No.
Ah, that's not good.
Yep.
Yeah, now he can draw, bounce. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's.
Oh boy. That's really not looking good.
Yeah, that's a MST. There was delay.
Yeah, that's game over.
Yep.
I don't think there is anything he can
he read that as a problem.
And he
So?
can also go for the Patriarch, which will have been in game anyways.
Now he makes his own Patriarch. Oh boy. Yes, he is doing this even. Okay.
Yep.
MST. Yep.
Yep.
Here we are equaling the score out once again. 6-6. Bro, the war is close.
Yes, indeed. Close in a very surprising way, if I can add that. Pretty crazy. So
Apart
Toby is
from
gonna be
like
up.
maybe some really minor mistakes at the beginning, I think we are seeing some really high level gameplay here on both sides. So
Yeah.
they're definitely showing that they are deserved in the top 8.
You know. Okay, I just corrected the deck, so just... Nice, fine. So we're gonna be waiting for the next player on the side of BZ. 1000 and Doctor remaining. If Twin Burst attacks Twin Burst, both of them hug. They're brothers.
Our Max K's brain is exploding.
Shoutouts to Max K. Alright, so while we're waiting for the next play on the side of BZ, I just want to say the weather in France is such a meme.
Which part of France are you living in?
Near Paris, so in the north.
Oh, in the north. Okay.
I'm actually flying to Bordeaux next week, Disturbia.
Oh, nice, nice.
I'm on the way, like I want to visit my girlfriend in Spain, so I'm gonna fly from Basel to Bordeaux and then gonna track the bus to Spain, since Bordeaux is really close to the Spanish border.
Yes, indeed. Pretty close, actually. Alright, so Doctor is gonna be in LP Boost Alpha. LP Boost Alpha. And 25 cards. Is this a ritual deck eventually? I don't think so.
That might be Harpies, honestly, or?
On the side of Dr. Harpy, you guess.
What do you think, Ro?
What?
What is Life Point Boost Alpha 21 cards from Doctor?
He played before, or he posted back then, like 3 months ago, a list of Thunder Dragon with level boost alpha. So I assume that's his.
But
list,
for
even
sure,
if it's 21.
Doctor with the spice. I mean, the last time Doctor played, it was week 10 of Team Wars, since I didn't play top 12. He played Ritual Beast, Ties at Binds, and Magician Girls. So Doctor is definitely always the crazy player in your team who's bringing the
try for
spicy
3
deck.
subs. Also coming in. Try 10 normal summon. So that's, as Ross said, Thunder Dragon LP Boost Alpha, I guess. Or is it maybe like only Lightsworn?
Nah, I think that's under.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think
there's the
that's-
Raiden. Oh, and Raiden getting Dredge, but the Triff is unaffected by Dredge.
Yes.
Bro, Doctor is so crazy.
I don't think that he plays, besides the Triff, more hand traps.
Yeah, he does
Yeah,
have a way for lethal.
then he
as
is
well.
in danger. Unless he got a second Triff.
If he
Yeah.
makes now, if he makes right now Spuda, but it's still.
But
Can't
Spuda
not
is the third summon.
It's.
Alright, so as you guys said, taking the time to think if there's a potential try for 3 subs or not, but they're gonna go for the Stillborn Rogue.
Yeah.
Which actually... No, it's not a good prevention for try for 3 subs, because I think you reveal the card first before it gets summoned. So that's just to prevent the whole deck instead. Preventing Thunder Dragon is what he was doing. Alright, making quite the damage. Does have the Swallow's Nest.
Yeah, he not play, like, besides that he not plays any hand traps.
Nah, it's only 21 cards.
Yeah.
Rip, Doctor. Sensei my turn, turning it around again. 7 and 6. And
Does they
maybe
have
we're gonna...
repeats left?
Yes,
There?
there's a repeat
Yes.
left for BZ, and it's really interesting if Doctor is gonna use it.
Alright, so they're using the repeat actually.
Oh, bro, this match, this war is good. I actually really like the war.
It's really great.
I
Oh,
really
Pretty
like the
nuts.
war. It's
pretty
actually
nuts for
going back and forth. Like both teams play really good, and see.
Yes, indeed, you said it all. So going back with the LP Boost Alpha here.
Oh, they repeated. Okay.
Yeah, it's a repeat.
Alright, so my turn gets the first turn again as well.
Maybe Doctor opens Charge Levy now? We will see.
Yeah, that's always scary. You can do whatever you want. Chancellery is...
Oh my god, Zenzo, you're a monster. Raw, you don't want to know what happened in the
What
other
happened?
game.
What happened?
Melodios had a full field of like Schuberta, 2 monsters, and a back row. Zenzo summoned Levi. Levi got breakthrough skill, and then Zenzo made Lightning Vortex destroy 3. Oh my god. Oh boy.
That's massive.
Stuff is going nuts here.
My turn with the Oracle here, okay. And only one set.
There's the 12 coming again.
Okay, let's see if Doctor can do it better than last time. 4 cards in his hand.
Okay.
And he's actually gonna pass the turn here.
Raw, and Disturber, you don't want to know what happened in the other game.
What happened there?
Zenzo has a bugged game or something. Before he drew his hand, he activated a melody. Before the game started, you could see 2 Levianeer. There's a replay in the Casual Heroes Discord Raw. It really looked like a bug. Bro, and Zenzo, Doctor definitely not opening well.
And there's going to be an instant bounce on the Raiden.
Yeah, this is rough. Like, if you... Oh my god, yeah.
RIP Doctor, I think that's over.
I think so too. The thing is that the Lightsworn engine is like good if you always want to send cards to the grave. But if you want to do it with the monsters, not with the kind of meta we have, there's a lot of kind of timing where you can destroy the monster, banish it, or other kinds of interactions. So eventually Doctor is stuck because he cannot send cards from the deck to the graveyard.
And my turn, really going with a surprise here. I think he's already at 2-0 and soon at 3-0.
You know what, yes indeed, I forgot to change the score. What the hell? My bad. The attack is going on as well. There is some delay eventually. No, none.
Oh, it was on the... It was delay, yes, but it was from my turn.
I think, yeah, as you mentioned, it's so my turn that remains on the table, and Doctor, who is gonna have to be out.
That is
Sensei
crazy.
with the
Doctor
2 lead this time.
Yeah, Doctor probably is the strongest player of BZ, going out 0-2 in the top 8. And now it's a 2-point lead for Sensei. All left is on 1000. Oh boy.
From the question from Jigglypuff, the GM, it's from Chess. Stands for Grandmaster.
Yeah, Raw is a chess enthusiast.
And talking about chess, I'm always going to remember how we had like Clan Wars Season 7, and there was a certain user, which he was called Von Bismarck, who started talking about chess, and then everyone started to try out chess again. But it's also because back in 2020, there was like a big movement of players coming back to chess and playing it online, which is very crazy actually.
Yes. Drizzels, what's the score from the other team now, from SEM against Meta Brazil?
It is actually 6-5 for Meta BR. Zenzo is 2-0. So it's also really close there.
That's a huge comeback that could happen on the side of FCM actually. Oof.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm going with the next duel. 1000 on the bottom, on top, my turn. Do you think this is going to be a mirror match?
No. Really not looking too hot anymore for BZ, but we saw so many turnarounds in this war. It's definitely not over yet.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed. Actually, I'm gonna have to check something very quick. Alright, so I think eventually good start on the side of 1000. Using the effect of Chandler, discarding Harpies, always good to see for him.
The sleeves he has that 1000 have look so good. Sleeves he has are so good. We as a Western, we don't have that, I guess. We don't have those sleeves. That's a
I see. Yeah, very nice blue color as well for the sleeve.
yeah. The sleeves are looking really nice.
They look professional. But yeah. Actually, we do have a lot of mats. Actually, there are some mats I want to get, like Uria. I want to get the Uria one. I want to get Hamon one. Like the three gods on the side of GX. Alright, so my turn, starting off with the Channer on his side, who has to face against two back row. Similar start to what 1000 has. Discards the Harpies as well. And just answer Jigglypuff. Yes, indeed. I've never seen that water sea happen used before.
Oh, TTH. Oof.
Yeah, TDH. At least one Swirl's Nest coming in clutch. So he's still in the state with the Swallow's Nest. Who is he going to put, is the question. Because eventually he could try to put Oracle to get back the field spell. That's one thing he can go for. But I do think maybe he could try to go with the Perfumer instead. Let's say if he does have the Egotis, he could try to search for the rest as well. And no effect used on the side of 1000. He's gonna wait before using the effect of the Cyber Slash. And my turn goes for the Oracle, actually.
Interesting. Now it depends how much back row my turn has.
If he's doing this, does he have a Forbidden Chalice? No,
Or
but he
another
does have
swallow.
another Swallow's Nest.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Interesting reaction going on. Because he's still technically going to have to hope that the last background side of 1000 isn't painful for him to then be unable to go for whatever he wants, so we'll see.
Yeah, but it might be like an MST. Then that's problematic.
Yes, indeed. If it is an
It's
MST,
better. No, it is
no,
Book
it's
of
going
Moon.
to be Book of Moon. Which is enough to stop
Ooh.
the monster.
No. And now there's a high chance 1000 can win this turn. Right?
Let's
Yeah.
look at the sleeves, bro. I want to
What?
have the sleeves.
From my turn.
From... Wait, what? From 1000.
What are those sleeves? It's like RQ 2018 or?
2017 actually.
Yeah, but
Oh.
you only Japanese, not Western.
Oh, and my turn, adding both Egotist and Featherest.
Yes, indeed. All because he's controlling the Cyber Slash, which is very beneficial for 1000.
And that is game with
Yeah.
Bounce and Spooder. Going back to a 7 and 8. 1000 is on the comeback.
Not
Bro.
Buddha. Patriarch.
No, Spooder is also game. It doesn't matter. Or he can also just attack.
Okay, none of us. Now he plays that.
Yeah.
Can't
We
make-
are all wrong.
He
You
can't
can
make...
just attack with the perfumer and then it's game. Or with the Cyber Harpy Lady. Just don't attack with the Synchro first. That's the only mistake you can do now. Okay. 7 and 8. The
Let's
war
go.
is it's close. It's really close.
For sure.
And in the other game, we also saw a huge comeback. It's actually 6 and 6 now. Zenzo is 3 and 0. And apart from the 6 and 2 from Ramon R, nobody from Meta BR is able to win a game so far. Only Ramon has 6 wins, and 2 of his teammates went 0 and 2. So 2 really close games today on the Sunday and Team Wars Top 8.
Yes, indeed. Alright, they're up for the next duel.
Hero. Okay.
Alright, first the hero.
It's the first hero we see, I think.
Yes, indeed. Alright, first turn going on the side of 1000.
Oh, that's not too good.
I do agree with you, actually, because Destiny Hero, whenever they get the second turn, they do have a lot of advantage when it comes to, let's say, force some OTKs, and I mean, that's the kind of mechanic Destiny Hero have. Ay. 2 sets, 1 back row, 1 monster on the side of 1000. Not looking good at all for 1000. And my turn, who does get the skill.
Oh, that's a sad break from 1000.
Yeah, for sure. No, we'll have to see if he eventually has enough to make OTK, because it is still possible depending on the hand he gets. MST on the Forbidden Chalice.
Okay.
And gets the effect of Drizzels, so he's gonna have 2 monsters on the field.
Okay, that means if he has mass change, that's
Yeah.
Yep. One mass change, game over.
oh.
Going for Malevolent Sin. To then go
Interesting.
for Corbage.
I mean, that's actually I like that play as well.
It's a good play because maybe you expect like a Harvest set, and if you don't have game, it's good.
Yeah, exactly. That on one side, and the other one because most of the extra decks of Destiny Hero, I don't think they have Corbage, or do they?
Yeah, really interesting.
And the Clock Tower with 4 counters as well. Alright, forcing the bankruptcy, which is going to be a Book of Moon.
Now Corbage will activate to get the material.
Yeah, that's actually automatically done. If any monster changes its position on the field, then you get an overlay back. And we saw the delay, which makes me think it is a Book of Moon on the side of 1000. So if there's any Stratos, that's going to be game. It's not game yet. Although, I forgot he could go for the MST as well. But no. No MST, so the field spell goes back in the deck. Thousand has, I think, one last chance again.
How exactly is that field spell going into the deck again? That's something you can.
Anton from my turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's due to the skill, right?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Of
So
the
whenever...
second skill,
Yes.
of the second effect of the skill.
So basically, if you want to get an MST, that's gonna get shuffled back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Normally you never see this because the clock tower is getting destroyed early.
Yes, indeed.
So the Drizzles pleb learned something. Very nice.
Yeah, he has nothing but still tries to put it in attack.
Lightning vortex. Oh boy.
And yeah. That's it.
That's a yikes.
Yeah. Yikes for 1000 with a bad hand, but eventually my turn is going to be taking another point for the team. 7 to 9 is going on so far.
And now it's all on the last deck from my turn.
1000, I think.
Oh, yeah. Forgive me, I'm tired, I'm confused.
Of course I forgive you. No worries, Drizzles. I've been tired multiple times. One of the stupidest things I've done, and I think I didn't even tell you guys that, but there was one time I decided to make a stream at 4 a.m. just because I made a promise with a clan. I ended up very tired. Obviously. But it was fun eventually. It's like once in a while. Alright, so probably the last row 1000 has to ideally carry for his team, for BZ. Or we could see my turn. Avoiding mistakes and taking the win. So what's going to be the last deck on the side of 1000? We will see.
Yeah, the O2 from Doctor really hurts.
I think yes, eventually for sure.
I think those bricks with the life point boost Alpha Thunder Dragon maybe decided the game. Maybe it was also a bit risky to bring that. Oh, now we have Melodios. Oh, that's definitely a deck I can see win 3.
Yeah, probably. Alright, first turn going for Melodious as well. My setting. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh boy, yeah, that's not good.
Oh, yeah. This is really
One pass. Did 1000 open really Mosata Shupina? Oh my god, this is so sad.
I think so. And maybe a score as well. Alright, so now it all depends on the opening of mine turn though, because it called it to mind if 1000 has a chance or not.
Yeah, only needs 3 Destiny monsters.
Yeah,
When with 1 Drill Duck, then it's game.
exactly. Alright, starts off with the clock tower.
Oh, okay, that counts as a Destiny hero monster. Now he just needs 2 and with the Drill Duck.
I think he's gonna go for the monster or not? No.
Oh, no.
No monster on the side of my turn as well.
Oh, interesting. Sakura just confirmed that in the previous game, 1000 bricked so hard. He had the double Oracle, Chalice, and Harpy Lady 1 going first.
Oof. RNG always hurts in so many games actually. But in the card games it feels like it hurts so much. Every time. Like, I think in any kind of game it does hurt, but it always depends like in what genre can it hurt. Like sometimes it hurts more, sometimes not. And eventually RPG games, I still think they're one of the worst for sure. Or maybe the worst when it comes to RNG. Alright, so my turn gets the 4 counters in the clock tower. Oh no. Second set.
And this time the clock tower is not getting returned to the deck.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be on the 4th turn if it isn't destroyed by a mystical space typhoon. Now what's interesting is I think 1000 is like trying to invite any MST to destroy the 2 Kazuya set.
No.
Yeah, right now he don't care about the field spell because there's no monster in the grave chat, only can when he wants to summon 1 Dreadmaster, which does do nothing.
Yes,
or
indeed.
the field spell goes back to the deck and in the end phase. Then
Alright, so MST going on. Gonna touch the right card, which ends up being a Necrofusion. Another set card on the side of my turn, ending the phase as well. And the field spell goes back actually in the deck.
yes.
Alright, MST on the side of 1000 is gonna be activated. Gonna target which card?
Oh,
No,
he hit the
MST.
MST. No. Now we can just
Imagine
praise
this is
his
another one.
Super
No.
Team Buddy. Yeah,
Yes,
it's Super
indeed.
Team Buddy. Okay, it's not that bad. 1000 is not out yet.
Pick Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, indeed, Hypernate. Oh, he is eventually going for the skill.
Let's go! Finally, there's push. Let's go, 1000.
Alright, so
Maybe
1000
maybe
this
she
time
can
has the
turn it
start.
around.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she treacherous Trevor. Good night.
DTH. And
Oh,
also
this.
the fact that he cannot use the team body because it was destroyed by the emissary from my turn.
Now 1000 needs to pray that her last card she set is actually Necrofusion.
And another. Oh my god.
No monsters on the side of my turn, but also no necrofusion.
Yeah.
Now it's all about top decking a monster, get the super team buddy live, revive Chupina. Is she able to top deck a monster or not? That's the question.
Or movement.
Or Ostinato. Normally they have always Ostinato. Yeah, there's the movement. Oh.
It's actually gonna be pretty good for him because I think he's gonna go for Soprano. Soprano gets. No, I don't think he's gonna go for Soprano eventually, but he could if he wants.
It would be no, not double.
Yeah, fair enough. Going for the score here.
You know what he should have done?
Yeah.
He should have done the Soprano, and the Soprano grabbed the Chopina, and then with the body he grabs the Mosata, and Mosata summons Chopina.
Yes, exactly. That was actually something I was thinking about because he allows himself to eventually go very beat down by having 3 monsters on the field.
Yeah, I don't really understand why she summons.
I mean, he didn't see that play. He didn't see that.
Yeah, but and Book of Moon is anyway destroying it.
That's actually gonna be bad because I don't know
And
if
the
he was
problem
thinking
is-
he could use the skill twice, but it's only once.
And there's Stratos finally.
Yeah.
And the problem is the last back row from 1000 is probably that TGH or MST or something, but it's I don't think it's Necrofusion, otherwise she would have used it end of turn 6.
And Destiny draw as well. Which is gonna be good for my turn.
Yeah, if adding down drips into movement or whatsoever, I mean, it's over. It's my turn with this.
Oh, and there's a
going for the
mask
change.
Yes.
Being able to bounce, not bouncing the back row, interesting.
Yeah, it's a fair play here. He doesn't really need to bounce the card if he knows about the timing. And now he called if he wants.
Yeah. That means right here, 100% he will have even a drill dark play, or at least some draw even later going on, because I think he already has a drill dark in hand, and then now it's really high that he rips into another monster, so drill dark will maybe be activated here.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Drill dark is something.
That's gonna be enough piercing damage. And he had a mass change as well in hand. Gonna be switching to Anki for the last attack. There is a Forbidden Chalice, fair enough. GG.
GG, yes.
And that's gonna be it for the loss. So 7-10. Sensei is going to be qualified for the top 4 semifinals.
Yeah, congrats to Sensei, that's crazy. Their second season in Team Wars last season, they finished in the top 12, and now they are already in the top 4, playing either against Supreme European Monarchs or Meta BR. So they definitely have a chance to advance into the finals.
Yes, indeed. Big improvement on the side of Sensei, defeating their own personal best as well. And also big up to BZ, Insane Ron, going top 8 here. So I think we may have an interview if I'm correct. I think Hazy will let us know. We'll see. Yes, indeed. So there's going to be eventually an interview.
Who from Sensei is speaking?
I think Gauf speaks good English, and I think Alacorn as well. I'm not sure.
Oh, Gauf speaks them.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will find out.
Yeah, I think mainly Alacorn though. But we'll see indeed.
And to give some update, in the other game, Zenzo ended 3-2, and MetaBR is up 8-6 now.
Yeah, a very close war for the two teams again. But more
And
time for
we
SEM.
have Alakon now. Hello, Alakon and Kong.
Hello,
Yeah.
Alakon.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Alacorn.
Congratulations, congrats for the win against the really
yeah.
strong BZ.
Yeah.
How do you feel reaching top 4?
Oh, we didn't expect we would get to top 4, to be honest. So we are so hyped. And as a starter, honestly, I started like not that good, not that well, but my teammates did really well. So I'm really pleased and proud of my teammates now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what was especially impressive that Garth got 3 wins with Triamid, having some really cool games there.
Yeah, COVID is insane. Yeah, I was really impressed with his play when I see in VC, and yeah, he's godlike. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can definitely see like one of the best players from BZ Doctor, using the
Yeah.
life point boost alpha Thunder Dragons, what was a surprise, I think. And it didn't really work out well as a counter for your Harpies. He went 0-2, and I think that best of 3 with Doctor decided the war.
Oh, sorry. Can you ask again?
No, I just said that like Doctor going 0-2 against your Harpy player with his creative Thunder Dragon life point boost alpha. That was like the key moment in the war.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the turning point, and I think Thunder Dragon is really hot in the season playoff, and I think Thunder Dragon is just like when we draw like open good and heavy, it just win, or like if we do the open bad, it's just breaks. So I think it's really controversial pick in teamwork, I think, right now.
Yeah, I think you are correct there. It's really, you need to be sure that you are drawing very well. Thunder Dragon can brick super hard, and it's gonna be out fast.
Yeah. It's really charming deck with really high potential, but I think, it has many drawbacks.
Yeah, that is true. So next week there's the KC Cup bye week. So you are gonna play the top 4 in 2 weeks. Maybe there's even a new ban list. Maybe there's a new mini box. Probably the top 4 is gonna play it under a different meta, and I'm sure you're all gonna be looking to play something else that is maybe not hard.
Drizzels, did you cut off?
Oh, sorry, what was the last thing you understand?
I didn't listen to you actually.
No, sorry, I just said that like the top 4 is played with a new meta, probably, with like a new box and a new ban list after the KC Cup bye week.
Yeah.
So you're gonna play something else than Harpies, and I think that's gonna be really refreshing.
Yeah, so we are confident because we have many active players who are eager to analyze new meta and test out many new decks. So
oh, that's good.
I think
That's
we will do better. Yeah, we are confident about that. Yeah.
Very nice.
And also, I also hope new meta comes because this meta sucks, I think.
Yes, I think you're not the only one that thinks like that. That's for sure. And your preparation for the top 4, are you gonna do this by playing the KC Cup? Are you like Gauf, Ash, my turn playing the KC Cup, or you
I think
would be busy for the weekend, or you say no, the meta is actually not good at all. I don't want to play the KC Cup.
Yeah, I think many teammates will run KC Cup this season, but I think Gov and I will not because of time.
Yeah,
I think.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah, definitively time consuming as usual.
Yeah.
Even
It takes
worse
too much
when
time.
one of the days is like you have work or you have college.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. So, any other questions?
Well, I got one for fun. Will we see Labot streaming one day again Team Wars?
Ah. Actually, he's busy with his job, so I think he has recently got a new job, and yeah, I think he cannot afford. He cannot have time to cast. I think. Yeah.
All good, all
We
good.
need to talk to him. Need to talk to him. He needs to. He needs to stream.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope he would, but yeah, it's unfortunate.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'll say.
I thank you. Yeah, I thank you. Good play today, Alacorn. And I
Thank
wish
you.
you good luck. I wish you good luck in top 4 and all the turn you will have. And yes, hope you can reach and hit the trophy.
Yeah, that would be great to see you in the Team Wars finals.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you for casting our match. Okay, have a
No
good day.
problem, no problem. Good luck in the future as well for both Team Sensei and BZ. And see you next time.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Disturbia.
Yes, indeed. I was actually just waiting for Hazy because I'm actually waiting for him to prepare the raid, and we'll actually hop in Ohaime's stream to see the end of the war.
Oh yeah,
and
that's actually interesting.
it's actually really close. It's or not really close. It's close to be over. It's 9 and 7 for Meta BR. Only
Wait,
one more
Meta
game.
that is 9 and 7.
Yes, Meta BR is 9 and 7, up against Supreme European Monarchs.
Okay, I would not bet that they actually will reach top 4.
Yeah, Meta BR getting into the top 4 is crazy. Probably as crazy as FHX getting top 4, or even more.
So.
Alright, I'm just waiting for Hazy to prepare the raid because I don't know. What can I do? Can I entertain the people out with my voice? I guess not.
Yeah, if the chat has any question, ask us. We will yes, answer that.
Yes, indeed. But I think we have the raid going on, so I'm gonna tell you guys, have a good day, have a good evening, and see you next time. Peace, everyone.
Okay.